Remember that time when you watched your toddler put puzzle pieces in and out and in and out for a long time and you thought you were just gonna die of boredom? Well, I have some ideas for you that will help your toddler to learn how to talk more and expand their language skills by using a puzzle that you probably already have. Doesn't have to be this puzzle, just use any puzzle that you have at home. Tip number 1, next time you pull out a puzzle, I want you to be in charge of all the puzzle pieces. So instead of just dumping them all out and letting your child zone in and focus, I want you to be the person that they have to communicate with to get the puzzle pieces. Here's what I mean. So you have all the puzzle pieces in your lap, and then you can give them a choice between 2. When they're just playing with the puzzle pieces on their own, you're probably not necessarily labeling them like pig and horse each time they reach for one. So here's what you can do so they can learn the names of these. So you could say, do you want the pig or the horse? And then when they pick one, you can say horse. Oh, you want the horse. Here's the horse, put it in. Do you want the cow or the goat? And then you can give them another choice. Also, you can give them a choice between 2 and you can tell them which one to get. You can say, ooh, look, pig and cow. Get the cow. They can pick it out so you can see if they are understanding what you're asking them, and then they can follow through and follow direction. So you can say, get the cow. If they start reaching for the pig, what I want you to do is just put the cow a little bit in front. Okay, so that they're more able to be successful, and you're reinforcing what they're looking at is called cow. And then when you give it to them, you're like, cow, that's right, cow. Cow says moo. This cow has spots. Look at these spots. And you can say spot, 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 spot. Or you can say dot, 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 dot. And I bet your child will start going dot, dot, dot after you do that. In this puzzle, there's a lot of animals that have little dots on them as a design feature. So you can say dot, 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 dot. Then you can look for all the dots on the animals. You can also say, ooh, where's the eyes? And you can point to them. Where's the tail? And you can point to the tail. Where are the feet? And then you can point to the feet. You can increase the difficulty of this activity by giving them a choice of 3 or 4 or 5 to pick from, and you can say, let's find the barn. And then you can look all around and say, barn, there's the barn. So you can help them and point to where you're trying to direct them to look at the barn. So that's a great activity to do because they're hearing the word because you're labeling it for them, and then they're also being reinforced because you're giving it to them when they say it or when they point to it, because pointing is communicating. So if they point to it, if they're not able to say it yet and they point, then you can give it to them. So you're reinforcing that word cow and moo. Tip number 2. You can also work on body parts too. So you can say, take the cow and put it on your head. And you could show it to them and then give it to them and say, you do it. Or if they're at the stage where they already know their body parts, you can say, take the cow and put it on your head. And then they'll do it and listen to you. You can do body parts like shoulder. You can put it on your nose, put it on your wrist. Some uncommon body parts like wrist and ankle and eyebrow and earlobe. You can do uncommon body parts if your child already has the eyes, ears, nose, knees, toes, all of that. So that's working on following directions and listening. And then also we can expand the complexity of following directions by having them do 1 or 2 step directions. So you could say, get the chicken and put it under the table. And then you could wait for them to pick the chicken. If they aren't getting it correct, you can just kind of put the chicken in front and let them take it. And you can say, put it under the table. And if they put it on top of the table, you can say, oh, that's on top. Let's go under the table. So they're learning top, under. You can teach all kinds of prepositions. Put it on the couch. Put it in your shoe. Put it in your pocket. Put it behind mommy. So this is an important skill that you can start developing now that will carry on into following directions in school and in life and in their jobs, in their careers in the future. So following directions is really important. Think about when they're in school. Their teacher's going to say, all right, get your blue marker out, put your name and date in the top right corner, and then draw a picture of your family and make sure that you have the sunshine out and the green grass. That's a long multi-step direction. So you're helping them right now by giving them a 2-step direction. Get the cow and put it under the table. Tip number 3, you can work on new commands and new directions to follow. Things that they're not used to doing. Get the duck and put it in mommy's shoe. They're learning, oh, shoe. They see the shoes, but they have to pick your shoe and they have to remember which one's big and little. And they're learning possessive nouns. Mommy's shoe. Put it in brother's shoe. Put it in your shoe. Those are all possessive words. And then of course when you're done with all that, you can put them in and out. You can say, get the duck and put it in the water. There's the water, splash, splash, splash. So you can talk about the features of the puzzle that you're working on. So there's the sun in the sky, and there's clouds, and there's a barn, and the cow. You can say, let the cow eat some grass. You can go, the cow's eating, eat. And there's butterflies. You can look for the butterflies. There's all kinds of things that you can do with puzzles besides putting them in and out. I think it's a great skill for wrist rotation and matching and coordinating and thinking about categories. So putting them in and out of a puzzle is a great skill to have too, but I just wanted to share with you some other ways that you can think outside of the box and use the puzzle pieces to do activities and expand on their language skills, expand on their following direction skills, and really help their cognition and their learning and ability to use and carry over these skills into their daily life now and beyond into their school years. Now that you have some ideas to try out, you need my Milestones Checklist for toddlers. So I have a checklist of all the developmental skills that your toddler needs to be on track and hitting their milestones with their talking. That way you can simply check off the skills that they have and you'll know exactly what skills you can start working on in the future. If you're inspired by this video, go ahead and subscribe so you'll get notified when I make more videos. Also, please give me an encouraging thumbs up on this video. It helps more people like you to see my video. I have a ton of ideas for more videos in my head, but I want to know if you want to see more. So if you could leave an encouraging comment with your favorite emoji in the comments below, then I'll know that you'd like to see more and I'll go ahead and make another video if I get enough requests. Share this video with a best friend, and if you do this activity, tag me in a picture on social media at Learn with Adrienne. I love to see pictures of people trying out ideas, and it really makes my day. Remember, play is how kids learn. It doesn't matter what you play with, it just matters how you as the adult interact with them. Have fun and laugh together. When they're having fun, they're engaged and they're learning. And your time and attention is the best gift that you can give them. They don't always need fancy toys that talk to them. They just need you to teach them how to talk. So take one thing that you learned from this video and try it out today. I know you can do it. Yes, you. Communicate to connect. Now, help them remember. Which one do you want? Which one do you want? Remember, I'm juggling a pig, a barn, and a horse. I don't think I've ever said that sentence before. The end.